The Prime Minister's former Director of Communications, Andy Coulson, has left a London police station on bail after being questioned about phone hacking and bribing police officers during his time at the News of the World. David Cameron has meanwhile defended the decision to hire Mr Coulson despite claims that Downing Street had been warned he might not be suitable for such a position. Our political editor Tom Bradby reports. Well, Rebecca Brooks told staff at News of the World that in a year's time they'd understand why their paper had been shut down, hinting there is still much more to be made public. Our UK editor Keir Simmons reports now on the latest developments in the two police investigations into the affair. Well, late last night, police said a third person had been arrested in connection with alleged corrupt payments made to police officers. Scotland Yard said a 63-year-old man was detained in connection with allegations of corruption at an address in Surrey by officers investigating phone hacking. Well, the scandal has sent shares plunging in Rupert Murdoch's News Corporation in America and may yet scupper his plan to take full control of B-Sky B. Ofcom has said it wants to be kept up to date with all the investigations before ruling on whether News Corp would be a fit and proper owner of the TV network. Paul Davis reports. The lives of 500,000 children are at risk in East Africa, where drought is forcing thousands to leave their homes in search of food and water. The drought has seen refugees trek for days across the Horn of Africa. They're arriving at the Dadaab camp, believed to be the largest of its kind in the world. From there, our Africa correspondent Rohit Khatri reports. And if you want to help, you can donate via the Disasters Emergency Committee website, www.dec.org.uk. Alternatively, you can phone the number there, 0370 60 60 900. That's 0370 60 60 900. Colonel Gaddafi has threatened to send Libyans to launch attacks in Europe in revenge for the NATO-led campaign against him. Whether he's capable of that or not, there were signs on the capital's streets that he still commands considerable support there. From Tripoli, our international editor Bill Neely reports. Betty Ford, the wife of the late American President Gerald Ford, has died at the age of 93. She was well known for her liberal views on social issues and worked actively for the equal rights and the pro-choice lobbies. She'll be remembered for her work on addiction at the Betty Ford Rehab Clinic, which she established after admitting a long-running battle with alcoholism in the 1970s. For the 135th and final time, the space shuttle has blasted into the skies above Florida. Atlantis is now on its way to the International Space Station. Our correspondent Robert Moore was there. Robert Moore in Florida there. This is the ITV News at 5:30, our top story this morning. The Prime Minister's former Director of Communications, Andy Coulson, has left a London police station on bail after being questioned about phone hacking and bribing police officers during his time at the News of the World. Well, time for a look at the papers now, and unsurprisingly, perhaps many of the front pages still dedicated to that story. The Times leading with Andy Coulson's statement as he left the police station in Lewisham last night. The Daily Mirror, the front page there, quotes Rebecca Brooks. It says, she said the News of the World was axed because the phone hacking scandal turned it toxic. The Independent questions if this is Britain's Watergate. It says with the newspaper closed, 5 arrests more to follow, 4,000 possible victims, a media empire shaken to its foundations and a Prime Minister left reeling. It asks has the scandal become a controversy comparable to the US saga? The Financial Times says that Rupert Murdoch is flying in today to tackle this crisis engulfing his media empire. And The Guardian asks if there is a cover-up in Murdoch HQ, suggesting that there's evidence that a News International executive may have deleted millions of emails to obstruct the inquiry. Separately, it also questions why Number 10 ignored what it says was a warning about Andy Coulson. Its editor said the paper contacted all of the party leaders before the 2010 election to make them aware of allegations surrounding Andy Coulson's involvement. Well, that is the news this morning. The next main news is on ITV1 this lunchtime at 1:45. The evening news is on at 6:20 and the late news is on at 10 tonight. We're back at the same time tomorrow. Meanwhile, from all of us here for now, goodbye and thanks for watching.